I am Harshavardhan Reddy Sirupa, founder of Namrata Hemp Co Limited. Cannabis has been used in healthcare since thousands of years. In Ayurveda, there are more than 260 formulations based on cannabis plant. Uh, and in Ayurveda, the cannabis medicines have been identified to treat from fevers to gout, speech disorders to nervous disorders, neurological conditions, including cancer therapies. Since 2010, when the US and other major countries started legalizing cannabis, there was a wide scope for research which has come up. The research scientific community has identified cannabis compounds, namely the THC, CBD, CBG, and another 116 cannabinoids, which can help in treat one condition or the other conditions. Now, in majority of the countries where the cannabis has been legalized for medical use, the pain management is one of the huge market which they are targeting, and also in the cancer therapies. For like mostly in the cancer segments, it has been used to control the side effects from the chemo and the radiation. Also, cannabis has been proven to help in neurological conditions such as epilepsy, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's too. Since 2015, more than 45 countries have legalized medical cannabis for adult use. Canada has been the forefront in promoting the medical cannabis. Following Canada, more than 37 countries, 37 states in US have legalized medical cannabis. Now coming to other countries, most of the European countries allows medical use, and including recently last year Thailand also has legalized for the use of medical cannabis. Though India has been the place where the cannabis has originated, the laws have been very restrictive. But according to the NDPS Act 1985, medical use and scientific research has been allowed. But there is a lot of misconception in the government channels and in the people that like cannabis is a drug, do not have any kind of a medical properties. China has been the major producer of cannabis and the exporter of cannabis, ranging from the medical products, CBD, THCs, including they're exporting. They're one of the largest exporters of textile fibers, bioplastics, and the construction materials from cannabis. Also, the France and Romania, they are much ahead in the fiber processing for the textiles and industrial applications. As we see that recently, like BMW also has been utilizing the hemp fibers for their upholstery. In India, people perceive that cannabis is a drug and do not have any kind of medical value. But the scientific community and the Ayurveda has a totally a different perception they are in. And in Ayurveda, there are more than 260 formulations which have been recorded and well documented for. The laws in India says that it can be used for medical and scientific use, and also cannabis can be allowed by the state governments for the production of fiber and seeds. But unfortunately, only Uttarakhand state has been legalized industrial hemp, but whereas all other states are taking a back seat, thinking about the political repercussions what they might face, and losing the vast opportunity what the hemp industry is been showcasing to India. In India, the cultivation is been very tough, and only Uttarakhand state has been producing the fiber and the seeds. And in the medical side, there is no permissions given for the commercial cultivation. The medicines have been used, the cannabis raw materials from the excise department has been used in making the medical formulations in India right now. It is very tough to say about like the exact market size of cannabis, as it is a new industry and still evolving, and more countries started to legalize the cannabis. But according to some reports, medical cannabis market size was $14.6 billion in 2021, expected to grow at 21.8% CAGR. And the recreational market is valued at $36 billion globally in 2021. The industrial hemp is the one which is going to change the whole market segments. Industrial hemp market now it is growing like in a wildfire. ranging from textiles to fiber-reinforced composites, paper to cosmetics, single-used bioplastics to nutraceuticals. Everywhere the hemp has been spreading quite big. Uh, in India, we can target a $1 trillion market rate by 2030, whereas globally presently it has been estimated at $9.1 billion. It is very surprising that hemp seeds and the fiber are 100% legal in India, and also FSSAI has recently identified hemp seeds as a food source. But it is impossible to market in social media in India, especially in the Meta platforms and in the Google, where promoting hemp, they just ban the ads altogether, and many times they have blocked our accounts permanently. This is the major challenge for the market to grow in India, and hopefully we are looking forward government intervention, removing this block from the social media platforming and advertising on hemp product. I was introduced to cannabis in 2009 by few good doctors, but only in 2011 when my son was born with a certain kind of a skin condition, that is the time I saw the real capacity of the hemp seeds. And since 2011, been researching about the hemp seeds. And what fascinated me is not only the hemp seeds, but every part of the plant has a huge benefit which has been given to us. And without utilizing that, like, we are just losing a major industry. And with keeping a focus in mind and to get the best of the hemp products into the market, we launched our first product under the brand Sativa, which is a personal care segment. All the Sativa products are manufactured freshly on order with freshly extracted hemp seed oil, and with the concept of minimal ingredient and maximum benefit. And so far, like, as we moved across, we saw that, like, the phytoremediation properties of cannabis, and we launched a program for the cultivation. And in Uttarakhand, we have selected barren lands for the cultivation of hemp. To revive those barren lands is our main focus agenda, and also for the production of fiber and the seeds. Sativa is a 100% natural brand, and has a very low shelf life. Unlike other organic brands, which they have like 1 year to 2 years of shelf life, Sativa products has only a 6 months of shelf life across the product range. And some products like the soaps and the shampoo bars has only 4 months. Going into the retail was a difficult task for us, as like every distributor expect like at least 12 to 18 months of a minimum shelf life. So we launched the brand as a completely D2C brand, and coming into 2023, we are working to launch our exclusive stores in India without compromising on the freshly made order or on the quality side. And also in 2023, on the same manner, same business model, we are planning to launch in the North American and European markets. And also, like, that is one brand where we are working on. And coming to Namrata Hemp Company, we are working on certain kind of a products which we are launching in 2013 in the industrial segments, which goes into the food packaging and the pharma packaging.